Listen to this short conversation. Can you understand the main idea? Alex, what did you do this morning?
I woke up at 7. I made coffee and had breakfast. Then I went to work.
Did you understand that? Alex woke up, had coffee and breakfast, and went to work. If you got the main idea, you're ready for today. Welcome to Clearly English, the podcast where we help you speak English with confidence. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex.
Today is an A2 English listening test. We're going to have simple, slow, daily conversations, and you're going to answer easy questions about them. And here's the most important thing. You do not need to understand every word. You just need to listen for the main idea, the key words, and a few simple details. Before we begin, if you are enjoying Clearly English, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new lesson. And when you finish today, leave a comment below and tell us which round was the easiest for you. So Alex, are you ready to help me with this listening test?
I'm ready, and I really like this kind of practice because it feels like real-life English. These are conversations people actually have.
Exactly. So let me explain how the test works. It's very simple. First, you'll listen to a short conversation between me and Alex. Then I'll ask you a few easy questions. Then I'll give you the answers and explain the key phrases. And the most important rule, don't worry if you miss something. This is practice, not a real exam. Nobody is grading you. You can answer out loud or just think the answers quietly in your head. Both are great.
And if you don't get an answer right, that's totally fine. You can always listen again.
Exactly. Listening again is one of the best ways to improve. Okay, let's begin. Round 1. Morning routine. Listen carefully to our conversation. Try to understand the main idea and a few details. Ready? Alex, tell me about your morning.
Sure, I woke up at 6:30 this morning. The first thing I did was make coffee. Then I had breakfast. I had eggs and toast.
That sounds nice. Did you do anything before work?
I checked my phone for a few minutes. Then I took a shower and got dressed. I left for work at 8.
Good. Now, here are your questions. Question 1. The main idea. What is this conversation about? The answer is Alex's morning routine, what he does in the morning. Question 2. A detail. What time did Alex wake up? The answer is 6:30. Question 3. An action word. What did Alex have for breakfast? The answer is eggs and toast. How did you do? If you got the main idea, that's wonderful. And let's review the key phrases. I woke up at 6:30. I made coffee. I had breakfast. I took a shower. I got dressed. I left for work. Those are all common morning phrases. Listen to them again. I woke up. I made coffee. I had breakfast. I took a shower. I got dressed. I left for work.
Those are really useful. People talk about their morning all the time.
They do, and now you can understand it. Let's move to round 2, workday or school day. This conversation is about a typical day at work. Listen for the main idea and also listen for time words and action words. Ready? Alex, how was your workday?
It was pretty busy. I started work at 9. First, I checked my messages and answered some emails. Then I had a meeting at 11.
That sounds like a full morning. What did you do after the meeting?
I worked on a project. I took a lunch break at 1 o'clock, and then I finished my work around 5. I felt tired but productive.
Good. Now here are your questions. Question 1, the main idea. What is this conversation about? The answer is Alex's workday, what he did at work. Question 2, a time word. What time did Alex start work? The answer is 9 o'clock. Question 3, another time word. What time did Alex take his lunch break? The answer is 1 o'clock. And one more. How did Alex feel at the end of the day? The answer is tired but productive. How did you do? If you caught the time words, that's great listening. Let's review the key phrases. I started work at 9. I checked my messages. I answered some emails. I had a meeting. I took a lunch break. I finished my work. I felt tired but productive. You're doing great, everyone. Let's keep going. Round 3, food and meals. This conversation is about what we ate today. Listen for what each person ate and what they plan to eat. Ready? Alex, what did you eat today?
Well, for breakfast, I had eggs and toast, like I said. For lunch, I had a sandwich and some fruit.
That sounds good. What are you having for dinner?
Tonight, I'm gonna cook pasta. I love pasta. It's quick and easy. What about you? What did you eat?
I had yogurt and fruit for breakfast. For lunch, I had a salad. And tonight, I'm making soup.
Soup sounds nice, especially on a cold day.
Good. Now here are your questions. Question 1, the main idea. What did Alex have for lunch? The answer is a sandwich and some fruit. Question 2, what is Alex going to cook for dinner? The answer is pasta. Question 3, what is Emma making for dinner? The answer is soup. How did you do? Food conversations are some of the most common, so this is great practice. Let's review the food phrases. I had eggs and toast. I had a sandwich. I'm going to cook pasta. I'm making soup. I had a salad. These are simple and very useful. Listen again. I had eggs and toast. I had a sandwich. I'm going to cook pasta. I'm making soup.
And these work for any meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Exactly. Now let's do a quick check on how we're doing. So far, we've had 3 rounds: morning routine, workday, and food. And you've been listening for main ideas, details, time words, and action words. That's excellent listening practice. Now let's move to round 4, shopping and errands. This conversation is about going to the store. Listen for what they buy and what they do. Ready? Alex, did you go shopping today?
Yes, I went to the grocery store after work. I needed to buy some food. Before I left, I made a shopping list.
That's smart. What did you buy?
I bought some fruit, some vegetables, and some bread. We were out of milk, so I bought milk too. Then I paid at the checkout and went home.
Good. Now here are your questions. Question 1, the main idea. What is this conversation about? The answer is Alex going shopping at the grocery store. Question 2, what did Alex make before he left? The answer is a shopping list. Question 3, what did Alex buy? The answer is fruit, vegetables, bread, and milk. And one more, where did Alex pay? The answer is at the checkout. How did you do? Let's review the shopping phrases. I went to the grocery store. I made a shopping list. I bought some fruit. We were out of milk. I paid at the checkout. I went home. These are very practical. Listen again. I went to the grocery store. I made a shopping list. I bought some fruit. I paid at the checkout.
The phrase, we were out of milk, is useful. It means we didn't have any left.
Exactly. We were out of blank means you don't have any left. We were out of milk. We were out of bread. Very common in daily life. Great work, everyone. Now let's move to round 5, weekend plans. This conversation is about the future, so listen for future plan words. Words like I'm going to, I'm planning to, I might, and I want to. Ready? Alex, what are your plans for the weekend?
I'm really looking forward to the weekend. On Saturday, I'm going to sleep in. Then I'm planning to meet a friend for lunch.
That sounds nice. What about Sunday?
On Sunday, I want to relax at home. I might watch a movie and I need to do some cleaning. What about you?
I'm going to go for a walk on Saturday morning, and I'm planning to do some shopping. On Sunday, I might just stay home and rest.
That sounds like a good weekend.
Good. Now here are your questions. Question 1. What is Alex going to do on Saturday morning? The answer is sleep in. Question 2. Who is Alex meeting for lunch? The answer is a friend. Question 3. What might Alex do on Sunday? The answer is watch a movie. And one more. What is Emma going to do on Saturday morning? The answer is go for a walk. How did you do? Let's review the future plan phrases. I'm going to sleep in. I'm planning to meet a friend. I want to relax at home. I might watch a movie. I need to do some cleaning. Listen again. I'm going to. I'm planning to. I want to. I might. I need to. These words all talk about the future. They tell you what someone plans to do.
Those future phrases are really helpful. I use them when people ask about my plans.
Exactly. Now let's do the final listening challenge. This is a longer conversation and it includes many topics from today: morning, work, food, shopping, and weekend plans. This time, listen for the main idea first. Don't worry about every detail. Then I'll ask you 5 questions. Ready? Here we go. Alex, how was your day today?
It was pretty good, but busy. I woke up early, around 6:30. I made coffee and had breakfast. Then I went to work.
Sounds like a normal morning. How was work?
Busy. I started at 9. I had a lot of emails and a meeting in the afternoon. I took a short lunch break around 1. I had a sandwich, and I finished work around 5.
A full day. Did you do anything after work?
Yes, I went to the grocery store. We were out of a few things, so I made a list and bought some fruit, vegetables, and milk. Then I went home and made dinner. I cooked pasta tonight.
That sounds nice. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, on Saturday I'm going to sleep in, and then I'm meeting a friend for lunch. On Sunday, I want to relax and maybe watch a movie. What about you?
My day was good too. I had a meeting in the morning and I worked on a project most of the day. For lunch, I had a salad. This weekend, I'm planning to go for a walk and do some shopping. I might also visit my family.
That sounds like a lovely weekend.
Okay, here are your 5 questions. Try to answer from memory. Question 1, what time did Alex wake up? The answer is 6:30. Question 2, what did Alex have for lunch? The answer is a sandwich. Question 3, what did Alex buy at the grocery store? The answer is fruit, vegetables, and milk. Question 4, what did Alex cook for dinner? The answer is pasta. And one more, what is Alex going to do on Saturday? The answer is sleep in and meet a friend for lunch. How did you do? If you got 3 or more right, that is excellent listening. If you got all 5, that is amazing. And if you missed some, that's completely okay. You can listen again, and the second time will be easier.
That's true. The second time is always easier. The conversation feels more familiar.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about your results. And I want you to be kind to yourself here. If you understood the main idea of the conversations, that is real progress. You understood what the conversations were about. That's a big achievement. If you answered some of the questions correctly, that is real progress too. You caught important details. And if you missed some answers, that is completely okay. It does not mean you failed. It means you have something to practice. Just listen again. Every time you listen, you understand more.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are too hard on themselves. Missing a few answers is normal. It's part of learning.
It absolutely is. Even native speakers miss things sometimes. So please don't feel bad if you didn't get every answer. The fact that you're here, listening and practicing, means you're improving. And listening really does get easier with practice. The more you listen, the more your ear gets used to natural English.
And these conversations were about everyday life, so they're useful too.
Exactly. Now let's recap the listening strategies that help you the most. Strategy 1, listen for the main idea. You don't need every word. Just understand what the conversation is about. Strategy 2, listen for key words, the important words. Coffee, work, lunch, store, weekend. These tell you the topic. Strategy 3, listen for action words. Woke up, made, had, bought, went. These tell you what happened. And strategy 4, listen more than once. The first time, you get the general idea. The second time, you catch the details. The third time, it feels easy.
Those 4 strategies really help, especially listening more than once.
They make a big difference. And let's also recap some of the useful daily phrases from today. For morning, I woke up early, I made coffee, I had breakfast. For work, I started work at 9, I had a meeting. I felt tired but productive. For food, I had a sandwich, I'm going to cook pasta, I'm making soup. For shopping, I went to the grocery store, I made a list, we were out of milk. And for the weekend, I'm going to sleep in, I'm planning to meet a friend, I might watch a movie. Those are all simple, useful, everyday phrases, and now you can both understand them and use them.
That's a lot of useful English in one episode.
It is. And here's what I want you to do. Come back and listen to this episode again. Maybe tomorrow, maybe later this week, and try the test a second time. You'll be amazed how much more you understand. The conversations will feel slower, the answers will come faster, and you'll feel more confident. That's the magic of repeated listening.
I think people will be surprised how much easier it feels the second time.
They will. So here's your challenge. Listen again soon, and when you do, notice how much more you understand. Notice the phrases that sound familiar. Notice the answers you get right that you missed before. That's your progress, and it's real. Thank you so much for joining us today on Clearly English. If this listening test helped you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a new lesson. And please leave a comment below and tell us which round was the easiest for you. Was it the morning routine, the workday, the food, the shopping, or the weekend plans? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you. Remember, you don't need to understand every word. You just need to keep listening. Every time you listen, your ear gets a little better. And every time you practice, you get a little more confident. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep speaking every day. We believe in you. See you next time.
See you next time.